guys. I don't know how this happened, but I got really sick all of a sudden. I don't feel too good, so we're gonna make this a short one. Excuse me. I'm just really sick. Sick of these Kanto Pokemon. Stop sucking dick, okay? Pokemon, stop sucking Kanto dick every chance you get. I don't care that it was the 30th anniversary of Game Freak, okay? I just don't. Let's be honest here. People don't really care about the reasoning for something. They just see something and they either like or dislike it 99% of the time. And today, you made the decision to show nothing but Kanto Pokemon after making an announcement that we were getting something new today. Don't show me new old shit after making an announcement. It's not that deep, but it is kind of that deep because they don't seem to be getting the message. There's other Pokemon in the game. How many times do I need to see Charizard? You showed me an Eevee that pretty much looks exactly the same as regular ass Eevee. Nobody cares about Gigantamax Eevee. Is that going to be on my team? Of course not. Gigantamax Pikachu is a throwback to Fat Pikachu. Okay, I get it. Long Cat Meowth. Butterfree? Who gives a fuck about Butterfree? The other 4 Pokemon are pretty iconic. Butterfree is somewhat iconic itself. But it's just a little too much, alright? It's very simple. If you're going to show Kanto Pokemon, at least show something else alongside it. That will make everybody happy. It's just such a simple concept. I cannot stress it enough that people are tired of this. Rightfully so. Like I said, I'm personally not that upset. I might sound like I am, but I'm really not. I don't really care that much. I just cannot imagine sucking this much dick. It's crazy. Anyways, let's go ahead and talk about these Pokemon. Very first Pokemon they showed was, well, depending on which trailer you watched, was Gigantamax Pikachu. This was actually mentioned on the leak. The leak that's been pretty much 100% correct. This was actually on there. And they gave him a move that always paralyzes, which is kind of crazy because it was paralyzing ground types. Now, the reason this Pikachu is, I don't know, it is a throwback to Fat Pikachu, obviously. But I don't know, bro. I don't know how I feel about this. Apparently, you can only get this Pikachu that can Gigantamax if you have data from Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu on your console when you actually boot up. When you boot up Pokemon Sword and Shield. So that's kind of cool, I guess. It's just still kind of weird. Like, it really is. It's weird that they made it a point to make Gigantamax Pikachu. Like, anybody is actually gonna, unless that Pikachu from if the Pikachu from Pokemon Let's Go can be playable as its own Pokemon, then we might have something here, because that Pikachu is very, very strong. It doesn't have the stats of a normal Pikachu. So if we can get that specific Pikachu, I'll actually be a fan of this. I will. Same thing with Eevee, because those 2 Pokemon are viable on their own. The stats are way higher than a normal Pikachu or a normal Eevee, because you can actually beat the entire game of Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee with just your starter Pokemon in those games. So if that's the case, I'll be happy about it. If that's not the case, then I don't give a fuck, bro. It just is what it is. Next on the list is Gigantamax Meowth. I'm going to Gigantamax Pikachu and Eevee and Meowth because you can't get these Pokemon through normal methods. You have to get Gigantamax Meowth by purchasing the game early and or basically, you know, within a time frame, and then you can go on Mystery Gift and get it. And this Pokemon, oh, I forgot to talk about the Gigantamax Eevee's special move, because Pikachu's Gigantamax move paralyzes you no matter what type you are. Gigantamax Eevee's special move infatuates you if you are of opposite gender. It's 2019. And his fur can only infatuate you if you're of opposite gender? Japan, get with the times, man. Get with the times. Everybody likes fur. Everybody likes fur. I can't even tell what gender an Eevee is when I look at it. But I guess a Pokemon can. It's 2019, man. That opposite gender stuff is done for, bro. It's done. Anyways, Gigantamax Meowth, long cat reference. It's a meme, surprisingly. Yeah, man. I really don't have anything else to say about it. It has a special move that if it uses it, it does damage and also gives you more in-game currency at the end of the battle. It's kind of like Payday, I guess. It's pretty much exactly like Payday. It also leaves you confused. Not to mention, this Pikachu, Eevee, and Meowth, none of them can evolve, by the way, if I didn't say that before. So hopefully that means they have higher stats than normal, because there'd be no reason not to make them I guess so that you don't ruin your Gigantamax. Okay, whatever. Next is a Pokemon that I actually like, Gigantamax Charizard. He looks pretty cool. He does look cool. But it's just, how many more times? Alright, how many more times do I need to see Charizard? It's actually getting insane. It is. It's getting a little crazy. It's just every single time, every single Pokemon game, Charizard has to be there. There's other Pokemon. There's so many Pokemon that have never gotten love. So many starters, so many cool Pokemon that people really like. They just have never gotten love, and these same Pokemon from Gen 1 always do. Now, obviously, it's for marketing purposes. I understand this. I understand the idea behind this. I understand that little Timmy is supposed to see this Pokemon that he really, really likes getting another form, and it's supposed to excite him and get him happy, and you know, dragons are cool, and Charizard, oh my god, it's Charizard, I love Charizard. He's evolving again, he's getting a new form, oh my god, I gotta buy this game because Charizard. I get it, that it's all for little Timmy. It's all just for Big Tim, alright? It's also for Big Tim. Big Tim, who might not have played Pokemon in the last 20 years. He sees Charizard, a familiar face, and now all of a sudden he's interested in this game because Charizard, the Pokemon that he loved when he was a kid, is now, you know, he's now relevant again. He's cool. He has a new form. Oh my god, Charizard! I loved Charizard back when I was a kid. He's so sick. Oh my god, he has a new Gigantamax form. Sick, bro. But what about Medium Timothy, bro? What about Medium Timothy? The guy who's been following Pokemon this whole time. The guy who loves all the Pokemon. The guy who loved Charizard back when he was a kid, but also loves the new Pokemon. What about the guy who loves Charizard and Blastoise and Infernape and Feraligatr and he loves all these Pokemon that never get any love, but he sees Charizard getting love every single generation? What about him? What about that guy? They don't give a fuck about that guy. Because you're going to buy the game anyways. And that's the truth of the matter. Medium Timothy is going to buy the game regardless. Big Tim might not buy the game if they don't suck Charizard's dick. Little Timmy might not buy the game if they don't suck Charizard's dick. They like Charizard for different reasons. Little Timmy likes Charizard because Charizard's a dragon. Big Tim likes Charizard because back when he was a kid, Charizard was the coolest Pokemon. You know what I'm saying? Medium Tim, he likes all the Pokemon. It doesn't matter. He's gonna get the game regardless. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, bro. I just had enough of this shit. I'm Medium Timothy. Me! Anyways, so Charizard's a new move. G-Max Wildfire. Alright. It's actually kind of crazy. Well, depending on how much damage the actual move does, it could be crazy. But he basically hits you with a very strong fire move, and then it does damage for 4 turns. Kind of like Fire Spin, I'd assume. Hopefully, I doubt this is going to happen, but hopefully when you call the Pokemon back, they still take damage in their Pokeball. That'd be OD. Can you imagine that? That'd be sick. But I feel like that's the only way to make moves like this good, because at least Fire Spin you can't switch out. This move you could probably switch out and then not take the fire damage anymore. But I think it'd be cool if some effects lingered when you switched out. I think that'd be kind of cool. That'd be a new concept. Last but not least, no, excuse me. Last but certainly least, we have fucking Gigantamax Butterfree. Who gives a damn about Gigantamax Butterfree? He doesn't even look different. He just has different colored wings, man. It's the same. Oh my god. I don't give a fuck about Butterfree, bro. His Gigantamax move, G-Max Befuddled. That's a funny name. G-Max Befuddled actually causes one of 3 status effects when you get hit by it. Poison, paralysis, or sleep. So you're flipping a coin, and it's 3-sided. It's a 3-sided coin. 3-sided die. And whatever side it lands on is the side of fate that shit, man. I don't give a fuck about Butterfree, bro. Oh, I gotta get up out of here, man. Pokemon, please stop sucking so much Kanto dick. I know you're marketing your game. I get it. I do. I understand it very well. You gotta market your game, but next time accompany it with something else new, so nobody can complain. People can't complain if you just have an entire update of Kanto Pokemon, because not everybody wants to see that shit. A lot of people would rather not see it, like me. All right, very simple. Show me anything new. I don't care what it is, anything. Not Charizard for the 5th time in a row. I just played Pokemon Let's Go last year. Seen enough of this goddamn Pokemon. Anyways, hit that like button, comment, subscribe if you guys did enjoy, and make sure you buy a Pokemon Cypher shirt, or that shit is not coming out. On God, it's not. Goodbye.